This is a Headgum podcast.
Hey bitch, what is your whole deal? Hey bitch, just tell us how you feel. You wished for a sign from above. Well, here's a podcast about boy sex, fucking, dating, and love. Seek treatment if you're boring as fuck. Seek treatment if you're unlucky in love. Seek treatment if you just can't take a hint. Well, seek treatment with Kat
and Pat.
Hey, bitches and whores and sluts.
Hey, I want to say a special hello to every bitch, whore, and slut out there, and of course the intersectional
and
queens
hoe bag and hoe bags
and the multisectional queens who fall into multiple buckets.
Welcome to Seek Fucking Treatment. This is a kitty cat cappuccino, and this
is just like Pat at the end of the day.
And this is a podcast about boys, sex,
fucking, dating,
and love. Is for the way you look tonight. O is for the only way I see you is in my podcast.
V is for vagina.
And V is for vagina. And E is for easy, because you're easy, you naughty girl. We are so lucky because we have a literal family on the podcast today. She is our.
I have a bone to pick.
Well, first of all, she's the star of one of our most famous anecdotes because we ignored her at a party so that we could all talk on the podcast, and then we had to cancel, and that was in 1993. So we're making up for lost time. Now,
it was Moore's 21st birthday party.
It was Demi's 20. Now, what? Please welcome to the stage. Please, I'm so sorry about my iPad. Please open your ears for the incredibly amazing girl, Blair Socci.
Oh my God, I just had the class.
God, what a thrill! I just woke up so excited. I just knew we were gonna yap, absolutely hardcore yap.
For once.
Wait, why am I not ever seeing you, Blair? That's my bone.
I don't know, Pat.
How
are we? How does this happen to us?
Do you know what memory I just unlocked?
What'd you unlock?
For some reason, in 2018, we're doing a show at the Disney Animation Studios, and then you drive.
Oh my God, what?
You remember that? And then you drive me home. What was that show?
Okay, I 100% remember that because there was this hot dude in the audience that I made fun of, and then we went on a date the next week.
Oh
no,
yeah.
And how was the date?
It was a hot dude.
It was medium,
medium rare.
Wait, can I tell you what I'm going through?
What? Tell us.
It's so TMI. Well, I'm finally taking fiber seriously.
Oh, tell me, because I struggle.
I'm so bloated.
Welcome to my life.
I'm taking 1 million fiber capsules a day because I'm sick of I want preparing for sex to be 10 minutes long instead of 4 years. So
sure.
Wow.
But your body has to adjust to all the fiber, and it's I'm so bloated. I feel like a balloon that's blown up. a balloon that's blown up.
You're
you have to drink so much water with that shit, otherwise it just sits there.
I know. You do have to, Blair. You do have to. But I just woke up.
House is down.
It's 10 a.m. I woke up 11 minutes ago, which is so late for me.
That's so good. Well, you know that
I'm so jealous.
For me, it's 6 p.m. and I woke up at 1 p.m., which is
oh my God.
God, you guys are so artist chic. I can never sleep in. Gun to my head. I wish for it. I pray for it. I want it so bad.
But I can't either usually. But I just 4 nights in a row. I had to I went to things, and then I had to wake up at 6:30 for the gym and work, and then yesterday I had something at 9, so I had to wake up early, and then yesterday, and then now Sunday I finally caught up. So I've just been getting 6 hours.
Now,
you can't survive that way.
This isn't a segment we normally do at Blair. Can we just ask, how are you, girl? How are you?
Oh my God, I love a personalized segment. That really makes me just feel
for Blair.
Wait, and I actually last night thought of another segment that
oh my God, it's doing it. It's doing the following.
Oh my God.
So you guys, okay, sorry, keep going.
It's called cinematic mode or something. I thought of a segment idea called "Are You Standing Face to Face with I Told You So?" I'm 1 Celcius isn't even doing the trick for me.
I'm at that placed 2 now, and I'm a little worried because I've been buying it in bulk and on Amazon, which is a no.
Well, those are bad for you. Those are bad.
What's your
I had 2
flavor?
yesterday.
What's your
That's
flavor?
bad for you, and I'm worried.
It's kiwi guava.
Oh, you're
Yeah.
kiwi guava? I hate kiwi guava, girl.
Oh,
What
Okay.
are you? Are you apple? Crisp apple?
So for
Crisp
the
apple.
longest time, I was like, for the longest time, I was
For
fully
the
peach
longest
vibes. Like I
time.
was
Oh,
all
I
in peach
hate the
vibes.
flavor of peach.
And then
Same.
the thing happened where like I took a sip of peach vibes like maybe like 8 days ago, and I was like, I could never drink this again. Like I'm over peach vibes.
Here's
in
the
such a-
flavors I like generally: watermelon, grape, strawberry, cherry.
I normally don't.
I don't fuck
Sometimes.
with grape. No.
I love grape. It's such a weird kinky flavor. You can
I
go green
don't-
or purple with it.
I don't like grape, but I'm going through. It's so interesting. I am like gravitating towards grape and Arctic vibe right now. Like those are my
No, what's
two goals
Arctic
right now.
vibe? No, what
It
flavor is that?
tastes. It tastes like blue.
That's what.
I
Yeah,
know
and that's
exactly
what
what
I
you
don't
mean.
like those Celcius flavors that feel like they're like Molly. If like Molly was a flavor, I'm like I don't want
Yeah.
that.
Oh,
You know what
yeah,
I mean? Like
you like the
tropical
kiwi-
vibes. I'm like this tastes like techno.
You don't like the vibe. You don't like the vibe series. Well, I like the
No.
new vibe. There's a new vibe. There's a new vibe called Cosmic Vibe that tastes like outer space.
Yeah, that's not for me. I'm trying to go more analog. You know,
Yeah, like
closer to the ground.
yeah, and I'm out there in the sky. We have-
Yeah, you are.
You didn't answer. You haven't done our segment yet. How are you?
Oh yeah, because Pat pivoted so fast to the new segment, and I was just trying to ping
I
pong,
know.
you know,
Yeah.
zip zap zop. But
yeah.
I
Keep
have
calm
to
and pivot.
say, just to update you guys, after 6 years, I'm
Yeah.
feeling quite well and nice.
You seem good.
I love the
on
summer.
socials.
I'm feeling good. I'm feeling, ebullient, maybe. I don't know.
Oh
Buoyant?
wow,
Oh my god, what does that mean?
that's
I'm not sure if
beautiful.
I made that up, but I think it means robust, full,
kind of buoyant. Is that right? Like
yeah, buoyant,
look it up.
buoyant. Yeah. I mean, I don't know.
I could be wrong.
I
yeah,
could be wrong too,
ebullient.
yeah.
I think I'm saying that wrong.
And
You learn something new every
that's-
day.
But how are you guys? What's up?
Huh. New segment. What's up?
I'm so bored
Yeah.
it's all I can think about. I'm so bored it's all I can
You're
think
so
about.
bored. Oh, I think that I'm so bored. It's all I
Like,
can
you
think
guys,
about.
Like, bring something to the table. You guys bring something to the table challenge. Bring something to the table
Oh
challenge.
my God.
I'm so bored. It's all I
The
can think
threat
about.
from Pat.
I am
Um,
actually as well. I'm actually really happy. I was really miserable last year, and then now I'm actually really in my power.
Fuck yeah. I love to see a bitch in her power.
Yes.
I feel like I'm
thriving.
finally coming back to myself post pandemic. I feel like it's taken like 4 years to like process that just complete world shutdown, and now I'm like, okay, I'm back. I'm performing. I'm feeling creative. Like I'm in love. What more could a girl want? I'm just grateful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As
I do
boring
have
as
to
that
say
sounds.
though, I have always seen you as a woman in her full power.
Thank you, but that's very nice. But I had lots of struggles. But I'm better.
Sure.
I'm
Yeah,
better now.
I know what you mean.
And Pat, what about you? To catch Blair up, since we haven't seen her since Demi's 20th.
I feel like I'm just coming back to myself, like, since, like, maybe not the pandemic, but since, like, last summer.
Yes. Oh wait, Pat, do you know what's so funny? I found myself liking the TikToks your sister was making with all your brothers.
Oh, are they making TikToks? My whole family's on family
It was
vacation
so
without
cute. They were
me.
all being so funny and
Where are
laughing. And
they?
I was like, I
They're
love
in
that.
Connecticut, like, near the beach.
Oh shit.
I was like, it's so funny because it has 2 likes and then it's me being like, love you guys. Who's there? Because there was 2 boys. There were 2 boys that aren't Reagans. So who are they?
Oh, I have no idea. Oh, maybe my
Does
maybe-
Grace have a boyfriend?
maybe Grace's partner, maybe, and then
Grace
who
was
would-
looking cutie patootie in a sundress. Shout out
let me
Grace.
see who this other slutty boy is that's with
There
them.
was 2 boys.
Maybe
Grace's
it's-
partnered hookup.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Blair, are you dating?
I am dating. Yeah, I'm dating all over the place right now.
How's it going? Do you have any crushes?
I do have some crushes, and it's really like the last 2 years before this year, I was on the road to such a degree that I I would like try to go on a date here and there, but it's just like my schedule was just so insane. And now I have made it a lot more balanced. I'm going on dates. I'm enjoying myself. Yeah.
I was going to say, like, you're such a road dog from day one, and it's so hard. Like, how do you do it?
It is so hard. Honestly, it's not like I was like, that's the route I want to go on. It just happened that way. Like, I still really want to write and act and whatever, but that's just the way the cookies crumbled. I don't want to age on the road, however.
I know. I did like, I toured for the
no
first
idea
time.
who this other guy is. There's a complete stranger on my family's family vacation.
But I know I like quote unquote did my US tour for the first time this year, and I was like, this is the hardest thing in the world. I can't imagine when I'll have the courage to do this again.
I'm gonna text my brothers and sisters and say who's the random guy with you?
Yeah. Blair and I are trying desperately to have a conversation.
No, it is hard. Like last year, I just like the last couple of years, actually the last 3 years in December, I've gotten COVID because it's like at the end of the year where I'm just burnt to a crisp and I have been traveling to death and I'm just, my immunities are so low and then I just become deathly ill and my whole body shuts down.
What are your like wellness routine type things? Because you are looking A, snatched, B, gorgeous. You have a great glow about you. What's your routine? What's your day-to-day like?
Like first, oh my God, I'm gonna sound like fucking Gwyneth right now, but
you're my Gwyneth.
I wake up right when I wake up. I do oil pulling. I'm that bitch.
Blair, what is that?
Tongue scraping, oil pulling. Rinse my mouth out. Then I do element electrolytes to that.
Wait, can you explain oil pulling to me? Because I see it on my TikTok and I'm like, I don't get it.
Well, literally my whole life is informed by TikTok. Of course, that's how I came to it. And don't think I didn't just get a vibration plate that I was surprised when it arrived the next day because I bought it when I was high on so many gummies. I love TikTok Shop. It's like the things that arrive at my home the next day that I don't remember purchasing, but then the electrolytes, I've got all the supplements, then I do 30 grams of protein when I wake up, then it's like a lot.
And how do you get 30 grams?
What do you do? Shake?
I do this like bullshit that's so bad for you.
I love muscle
Why is it bad for you? I love those things.
Just because it's like no, I mean I love them. I drink them constantly.
But Catherine, remember when Jax kept getting tumors from his protein powders?
Oh my God! Yeah, when he had a breast reduction.
Wait,
I love Jax. I love Jax. I miss him.
A hardcore, like.
Are you Real Housewives of OC?
Yeah, I've jumped in and out of that one like over the years, and I said I wasn't gonna watch this year because I feel this storyline is too dark for Shannon Bedore, and now I'm in. I couldn't stay away.
My favorite, it's like, so Catherine, there's a woman who like we've seen fully drink like the most alcoholically I've ever seen someone drink for 14 years, and then in between last season and this season, she drunkenly drove her car into a house. She hit a house by accident, and
with her dog in the car.
And there's all these pictures of her face like covered in blood, and it's like so dark.
What?
And she's changing her life now, kind of. But I was like, so are you thinking about the path to sobriety? And she's like, yeah, I'm doing a 2-drink max.
No,
I saw her say that. She's like, it's just not really an issue. I just have 1 or 2 drinks now.
She's like, I'm not an alcoholic. I had a really bad night.
Oh my God, that's like when Sheena's like,
I can't. A house.
When Sheena's like, just do every other shot. Like, I can't be with someone who doesn't drink.
I know.
To her husband, who's like,
oh my God, addicted to pills. Oh my God, that season was so crazy. Can I say I'm so happy that the Blair and Greta show is back?
I know, we've been having a really fun time, and like because obviously a weekly it died in the pandemic, like the last one was in 2020, and now it's like sort of an every 6 weeks type of thing because we're both so busy. I
found out.
Remember
that's
when
Pat and I we did stand up together. Remember Pat? I missed that.
Two things. One quick update to kind of continue telling the story of this episode. I found out who the random guy is. He's my brother's girlfriend's cousin's boyfriend. Is doing this TikTok. One of my brother's girlfriend's cousin's boyfriend.
Sure.
Did you text him saying Catherine saw a TikTok and wants to know who the non-Regan boys are?
I said, "Who's the random guy with you?" no offense, in the TikToks. And then my
No
little brother
offense.
said, my little brother said, Tom, who's my sister's boyfriend, who I've known for 5 years. And I was like, no, actually the other one. And he was like, oh.
Hey.
I know you're in the middle of an episode, but we want to say hey again. I know you're in the middle of an episode, but we want to say hey one more time and just greet you and just welcome you into the ad. We want to welcome you into the ad. Welcome in.
This is an exciting announcement about one of our favorite items. That's right. You know we're talking about Away luggage.
There's nothing like standing at the carousel
Yeah.
and waiting for your Away to come. And you know what color you have and you know what color to be expecting. And when that color comes. And also you feel like a part of a big community because like you're seeing many Aways of many different colors. Because it's like we all as a global community
The United States of red, white, and Away luggage.
We're all recognizing that this is the premier luggage to have. And so you do feel a part of something much larger than yourself, which you can't say enough for that.
Totally. And the thing about Away luggage is that they make a soft side now. And the soft side suitcase seriously looks better than any old school soft side suitcases I've seen. Plus, it's designed to be lighter than others on the market. And you know I'm a weak, frail, fragile woman, and I love to just pick up my things so daintily.
And even me as a burly, muscled man with a full 3-foot-long beard loves a soft side suitcase when I'm feeling sensitive. And so soft side, which is what I call the soft side suitcase, soft side comes in 4 of Away's actually best-selling sizes. And also and some of their most tried and true colors. The marquee colors, the colors you talk about when you do talk about premier colors. And there's something for everyone in the lineup. 2 carry-on sizes, 2 checked sizes if you don't have time to be waiting at that carousel because you have places to go and people to see. And there's also 4 colors. When I tell you these 4 colors, you're going to be like, oh yeah, those are the colors. Black, duh, blue, of course, pink, girlies, and gray, business bitch.
Made from high-strength nylon, the bag is tear-resistant as well as weather-resistant because life, like the emotions that we have, is unpredictable.
And the bag is quite a dichotomy, isn't it, Catherine?
Right.
Because
it's
soft,
very
but
dichotomy.
not sensitive.
Yeah.
2 things can be true at once. It's soft but not sensitive. It's so durable, flexible, and it's expandable.
Pat, do you mind if I give bonus points for the compression pad system that helps you pack it all in?
No, I was almost hoping you would.
And I also want to give, while I'm here doling out bonus points, I'd love to give some to the anti-tipping stabilizer that holds the bag steady while expanded.
We travel for our shows. We
nonstop.
Nonstop.
Rolly suitcase.
And having an Away has been life-changing. My life has changed. I'm not the same girl I was before I did have my Away, which is now so long ago because I had an Away and then I got a new Away. And so now I have 2 sizes of Aways. One for when I'm just being a checked-in chica and one for when I'm being a carry-on Carrie Bradshaw. For when I'm being a Carrie Bradshaw.
Away soft side luggage is for checked-in chicas and carry-on Carrie Bradshaws. You got to check out the new soft side luggage from Away. Head on over to awaytravel.com/seektreatment. That's awaytravel.com/seektreatment to see the new soft side luggage from Away. awaytravel.com/seektreatment. Hello, me.
Hi. Hey, everyone.
Not you, undies. MeUndies. For most of the year, people like us, normal people with podcasts, don't care about fancy underwear technology. But then summer hits and suddenly you're getting sweaty and you're needing that breathable, quick dry, moisture wicking, anti-odor situation, right?
Yeah, summer is coming pretty fast. So fast that it's here and the Olympic Games are in full swing, clearly indicating that it is in fact summertime. And you need to be prepared like me with MeUndies. MeUndies has breathable cuts for everyone this summer. I have received some amazing undergarments from MeUndies that make me feel in my sexual power, which is important to feel in your underwear, and comfortable, cool, and refreshed, which is really all you could ask from a pair of underpants.
Over the years, I've been lucky enough to receive multiple pairs of MeUndies. I love the high cut. They keep me in. They keep me feeling safe when I'm wearing a short dress on the subway. The fact that my butt is covered, because what's amazing about MeUndies is they have a cut for every butt, which is an amazing rhyme, and it's the truth. They have over 20 different styles in 100 different colors and prints.
So it has unmatched comfort, by the way. It has signature super soft micromodal fabric. It's breathable, stretchy, and oh so comfy, making it ideal for all day wear. You're not gonna be changing your underwear in the middle of the day. These underwears are for all day wear, actually.
You don't have time.
You don't have time to be changing underwear during the day. I mean, I don't have time. You don't have time. If you have time to be changing your underwear during the day, seek treatment. So if you need something even more breathable and summer-proof, check out the Move Me line with Breathe Fabric, which has moisture-wicking and anti-odor technology, perfect for working out like I love to do, or just keeping you extra cool on those sweltering days. Because guess what? It is too hot. The rent is too damn high. How about the weather is too damn hot? That's what I'm running on. And it's responsibly sourced. They use sustainably sourced materials and work with partners that care for their workers.
You said it best. Problem-free philosophy, here we come. Not happy with your first pair of undies? It's on MeUndies. Summer is here, and y'all need to be prepared with MeUndies. Get 20% off your first order plus free shipping at MeUndies.com/catandpat. That's MeUndies.com/catandpat for 20% off plus free shipping. MeUndies, comfort from the outside in. Now, to finish the story of this episode as well, can you explain oil pulling for once?
And wait, where are you doing Blair
What does it give
Greta
you?
show?
No,
And,
what does it give you?
and where are you doing Blair and Greta show? I'm sorry, like I have to stand by that question. Like, where are you doing it?
Oh my god, I love these dueling storylines.
I know, why can we not?
It's like American Ninja Warrior. Blair and Greta's show is at Largo. So
Oh, incredible.
yeah, and we'd love to have you, either of you,
I'd love to
on
do
should
that.
you ever
I
feel
can't wait
the
to
call.
come back to LA for a bit.
Yeah. But I love Greta so much, and we live so close, and she's the best. And yeah, it's super fun.
I love it. And then how are you
Oh.
finding your dates you're getting on?
Oh, to the oil pulling before we
Oh my
move
God,
on
thank
to
you.
the dates.
Thank
It's just, I guess it's like antimicrobial, and it is healing to the gums, and is like an ultimate quick little detox to start your day, and it removes stains from your teeth as well.
Oh my god,
So-
I have to do
Well,
that.
I could use that.
Yeah, I like it. I like it. It's just a little swish in the mouth in the morning for a few minutes, you know?
Are you wellness?
Okay.
You are wellness.
Am I-
That's what she's sharing with us.
Yeah, no, I know, but I'm just like really like putting a fine point on it. Like this.
Oh,
girl is
am I a wellness bitch?
Yeah.
Yeah, I am. I really am.
Wait, can I say something that's the opposite of wellness that happened to me last
Sure.
night? I'm eating
Please.
Nerds clusters. I'm
Oh
eating
my
Nerds
God,
clusters.
crazy.
Somehow in eating Nerds clusters, a nerd came off one of the clusters at some point in me eating them and got in my eye somehow. And I'm convinced I have a nerd in my eye somewhere.
Whoa. That's like a nerd in your eye is like a boulder in your eye. Like maybe you have
I
to go to the
know.
emergency room.
I might have to go to the emergency room and
Well,
be like,
do you
I'm sorry.
guys remember
Do-
what happened to me in 2019? I'm not kidding, I was clipping my fingernails before a show. This is trigger warning, this is disgusting. Clipping my fingernails before a show, and I felt like one of them, like, instead of going into the trash can, like, flew into my eye, and I was like, that's so weird, and I had to rub my eye, whatever. I go to Club Cumming, I do a whole show. 3 hours later, I'm about to go to bed, and I, like, rub my eye. A fingernail comes out of my eye.
Oh.
Fuck. Was
I
part
did
of
the
that
whole
though,
show with it.
That's crazy though, because this is like in your head, you're like, that's crazy. A fingernail would never be in my eye. Like I'm just having a phantom idea. And then you're like,
Yeah, I'm
oh
like, it's
wait,
obviously-
I'm not crazy.
Yeah, because it was, like, such a small sliver, but I was like, I wanted to throw up. So gross.
Yeah,
Oh, Pat
That's
obsessed.
severe. Bye, Pat.
Bye, Pat. Wait, also, Blair, you had your special come out with Veeps.
Oh, yes. And so it'll be out in 2 days on Thursday, August 15th. I'm super excited for y'all to see it. My
Wait,
debut
I
1 hour
cannot wait.
special.
Wait, where are you
Let's
doing it
fucking
on?
go.
Well, I did put it on Veeps, and I
Yeah.
just got it back, so I'm releasing it on YouTube.
Oh, so how long does it take to get it back? Because Veeps everyone's doing.
Yeah, 6 months for me, but everyone
Oh.
has a different deal.
I
Because,
just
I did mine with Veeps. I just shot it, and it's going to
Oh,
come
you
out in the
did
fall.
with Bart? Oh
Yeah.
my gosh, yeah,
Yeah,
I loved.
had-
They were fabulous.
I had the best experience with Bart. I feel so
Me
lucky.
too.
Okay, that's amazing. So we'll watch it on YouTube. And I love how they give it back to you.
Oh, it's great. Yeah,
Major.
I mean, just have another spot that's actually paying comics
Mm-hmm.
to make specials and paying for the production, and it was great. I can't wait to see yours. When does yours come out?
It comes out, I'm not sure what the exact date is, but in the fall.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, but I'm working on, like, editing it now. it's looking cute and sexy, and it's so, oh my God, it's so funny. They sent me a cut where I have a joke about my mom, and they literally pan to my parents in the audience. And my note was like, please don't include my real parents.
Faces.
Like, full. And they're like, it's like they're perfectly lit. I was like, no, we can't have them in it.
Oh
We
my
can't.
God.
Would your
So
parents
funny.
care, or you just want to protect their identity?
I guess it just, I don't think they would care. I don't know why. I don't know why I don't like it.
Yeah, you just don't want it. Yeah.
I just don't crave it.
My parents came to my specials the first time they saw me do comedy.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Wait, why? Why? Did you not want them to see you?
They just never really wanted to. Like, they didn't want me to be a comic, and yeah, it just wasn't like an easy journey for them.
Yeah.
Well, that's interesting because I feel like you're so close with your family.
I am. It is odd, quite odd. It really did hurt my feelings for a while, although I'm like
Oh.
so glad they didn't see me when I sucked or whatever.
Yeah.
And it was the perfect time for them to see me for the first time. And my dad cried because he was like so proud,
Oh.
which was really cool. And my brothers came and everything. I only had like a few sex jokes, but that was really odd to say in front of them. But luckily, I was like
Yeah.
so locked in for the taping that I didn't think
Yeah.
about it.
Wait,
But
don't answer this if you don't want to, but where did you film it? Or if you already answered it while I was getting an extra sip of Celcius, I'm so sorry.
No, don't worry. The peach vibes call when they call.
Well, I'm just like, it has to kick in. Like, nothing's kicking in.
I think I have bludgeoned myself with the Celcius, is that I'm not quite feeling them the same way. I might have to take a step back. I don't know how. I'm going to need a tow truck to help me take a step back.
Yeah.
Wait, what was the question?
Where did you film it?
Oh, Bourbon Room.
Oh, cool.
Yeah,
I
you know
love
what?
Bourbon Room.
I love it. And also for my special, I know a lot of my friends have said the opposite. But I really wanted all my friends to be there and all my family. Like a lot of my friends are like, "Oh yeah, I want to do it like out of state, like away from." And I'm like, "No, I wanted
Yeah,
like
why
it
would
to be
you-
like
Oh,
a fun
interesting.
party vibe, you know?"
I wonder where
Yeah.
I would do it if I did that.
I
I
feel
wonder if I
like
should do Veeps.
New York. Yeah, you should.
probably
They're
New
great.
York.
I feel like you should definitely do New York. Yeah.
It'd be so fun, and your fam could come should they choose.
Should they
Yeah.
choose?
My
And-
parents came last time I did stand up in New York. It was kind of like, why are you here? Why are you here?
And we can
Wait,
bring
Blair.
your boyfriend's cousin's girlfriend's boyfriend.
My
You know what I
my
loved?
brother's girlfriend's cousin's boyfriend. It's fine. It's decent. But
I was
mean,
so moved by what you posted when your dad like set up that thing for during quarantine where it was like, we're watching the Michael Jordan documentary tonight.
Oh, I know. Wasn't that cute?
I was like almost, I'm like, it almost made me cry. I was like in a place where I was just like, emotional scrolling through, and I was like, that is so beautiful.
It really was, because it was such a weird fucking time. And my dad is a character because he is like this rough and tough guy, but then he has like these really wacky, like adorably sweet moments and that are like
So
really fun.
cute.
Like we had a hurricane, Pat. I don't know if you were here for this or not,
last
but it was like
summer?
last August we had a
But that
hurricane.
wasn't true. That wasn't. That wasn't true.
Well, I drove down to my parents' house, just like, and my dad, he sends these long like invitation texts to me and my mom, and it was like, please meet at the bar at 5 p.m. in formal attire for martinis.
Oh
And
my
it's
god.
like, and there's like a huge rainstorm outside, like going against the house, and we come down. My dad's wearing a tux, and my mom and I went and put on gowns, even though we like have greasy hair and look like shit. And then
That's
we had martinis and like made a dinner while it was like lightning outside, and it was so much fun.
That's
Oh
the
my
best.
God.
That sounds like a perfect night.
Oh my
It
god! I
really
remember that
was.
hurricane. I was in such a specific emotional place during that hurricane.
What was that?
I just was in. I had just moved to LA that month. You know that.
Right.
You know that Thursday was my 1 year anniversary of living in LA, and I was in a
Really?
sublet for a month.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, and I just was in a really specific place of bad.
How does it feel?
Good. I mean, I'm just so bloated that I can't like really celebrate.
You are really struggling down there. Like I'm seeing your box, and I'm like,
I know.
it's-
What do you mean? Wait.
Like-
Why? Now I'm self-conscious.
No. I can just tell you're struggling.
Yeah.
Pat,
Well,
can
I'm just
I
like, I'm not
Tell
throwing
you
away.
that aloe pills are really soothing on your GI tract and make you shit in like a really wonderful, nice, like soothing
Oh.
way.
aloe
I need
pills.
that
I don't want to
because
talk about shit on the podcast in case any
Oh,
sexual
okay.
partner, and in case
Oh,
any
sorry.
prospective sexual partner listens and can't
We
think
can
of me
cut
like
it out. We can cut it
Yeah.
out.
No, I'm writing it down. It was to me. It was directed to me.
that.
Let me ask you this, Blair. Since you last came on the pod, who were you then? Who are you now? And who do you want to be?
Okay, who was I then? Oh, I think I had just moved to LA, like a year or two. I was a year or two in to my Los Angeles life. I was probably just getting started. It was pre-pandemic.
Wait, yeah. You know what
Go
memory I
ahead.
have?
What?
Remember that show at Club Cumming when it was like your last like show in New York?
Yes, that show was so fucking fun.
It was like early Cab, Catherine. Do you remember it?
I don't really remember.
And I was just meeting
When-
you, and everyone was like, "She's moving to LA."
Oh my god.
Yeah. Oh my god, I love Club Cumming. I gotta come back to New York. I like never go back to New York.
I know you.
know.
Well, you're always traveling. I feel like.
I know. Who was I then? I don't know. I didn't really like LA when I first moved here, even though I'm from California. I really missed New York, and just like it was like, such a huge adjustment. And who am I now, and who am I becoming?
Who are you now, and who do you want to be?
Oh, who am I now? I feel, the most at ease probably in my life. Like, I feel like when I was younger, I was like trying so hard to like,
Yeah.
and now I'm just like, I just want to enjoy my life, enjoying what I do. I'm trying to have fun. I'm trying to have outfits I like. I'm trying to have good skin. I'm trying to just enjoy myself.
Yeah.
And then who am I becoming? I think I'm getting happier and happier. I also want to have kids and like get married. I didn't really like participate in any way. It was shocking to me to find out that you had to participate in finding your soulmate. I was like, I've been pretty avoidant because I've just been like so busy in this career, like trying to survive.
Didn't you get so distracting to try to find your soulmate?
Yeah, well, I just started like in the last year. Froze my eggs when I was younger, and then like for better or worse, that made me just truly be like, oh, I have all the time in the world, which is of course not true, but I just would get in like these long relationships with like a comedian who I didn't like first, but they would like me, and then I would just accidentally date them for like 2 years.
Yeah.
And like become incredibly invested, probably more invested than they were, even though I was like, wait, this isn't what I wanted. So now I'm like actually going out and like shopping for what I want. But like that is a huge deal for me because I am not like these weird dates with a stranger. It's like so inorganic to me. When I was in my 20s and like drunk all the time at every bar, just being like, you're in love with me, and then I'd like have a boyfriend the next day. And now it's like so different.
Yeah.
Oh my god, yeah. It's crazy. I feel like my entire youth was like all of a sudden I would just be kissing someone, and it's like, how did this even start?
Wait, so now you feel like you're dating like intentionally, like in a way that's different than when you were younger?
Me? Oh, 100%. Like
how?
Well, like me when I was younger was like absolutely no intention. I was like, this man with his mattress on the floor and only 3 pairs of underwear is probably going to be my life partner. Is going to be able to lead me through the fire. And this man who may or may not have gout is probably going to be the father of my progeny.
He probably doesn't have gout, and he's probably my soulmate.
He doesn't have scurvy. He's just yellow. No, but yeah, I'm looking intentionally, and that can be defeating sometimes because like mostly everyone is not that person, But
I know.
everyone's like, you just have to keep going, and I was like, I can't believe I had to like involve myself with this, but
I know, but there's multiple ways because sometimes it's like, well, maybe I'll just incidentally meet. It's like to put effort towards that. It's like. It's so annoying to do. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, because our whole career is putting ourselves out there. So I'm like, the last thing that I fucking feel like doing on my night off is going to like top 10. How many siblings do you have? How many fucking
Yeah, I
siblings
Oh
do
my
you
know.
have?
god.
Wait, where
What's
do you
your
go on?
LinkedIn history? You
Where do
know?
you go on dates? Where do you go on dates?
Well, I do have to say, all the dating app dates, like, I have never gone on a date with, like, a bad guy or, like, a not nice. Like, when people have all
Aw.
these, like, wild, like, and this guy, like, shit on the floor or, like, what, and I'm just like, every guy I've gone on a date with has been, like, so nice or whatever. Like, a lot of them I don't, like, feel anything for, but, like, they've all been really nice people.
Never gone on a date with someone who shit on the floor. Only to hear
Yeah.
If you go on a date with someone who shits on the floor, seek treatment.
that. Yeah.
Bringing that back.
Look, almost every year younger than me needed to seek treatment. I needed to seek a lot of treatment. But I have sought treatment, and I think it has been helping.
Interesting.
Last night I went on a date to Dantana's after my show. It was really cute.
Where's that?
Oh, sorry, I forget you are not LA boys. It's like this old, very, very, very old, like red booth Italian place, and
Oh, my
that-
favorite vibe.
me too. Same with me. I love a red booth. I love a martini, and I had the chicken parm, and of course it was giant. And I finished it all because I need a man to appreciate that quality
Good
about me.
girl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I gave him a bite because he was paying, you know. And then he paid for my and like he Ubered there, but I was driving from Spots. Not to brag, I wasn't thrilled about the outfit I had to wear there. I don't want to wear comedian clothes to like a goddamn sexy
Yeah.
red booth place.
Totally.
No.
But then he paid for the valet, which I thought was so chic, you know, where he
Yeah.
like
That's
whips
very
out the
sweet.
cash to pay for the, and he was
Oh
just
my
really.
god. Did you have a kiss?
We didn't have a kiss. He actually is a few years younger than me, which I never date younger men.
Me
Like
too.
I like older guys.
I don't care. They don't need to be like 95, but I need you to be at
No,
least
I don't
one
want a
day older.
95.
Like one
No,
day
they have to be
older.
95 for Blair.
I want to
I,
feel like the young one, like the little baby princess.
Of course.
When does your head run away with you?
No, not at this age. No, like I'm just like I'm the opposite. Like I have just zero expectations. But yeah, like a few of these guys, like this guy's younger than me, and he's like so nice, like and like daddy energy. I like it.
Oh,
how old
sexy.
is he?
Well, without that would be so revealing of my age, which is
He's
incredibly
60
private.
You're like he's 44.
Yeah, and if any of you listeners right now are listening into this, and if you think you're getting my fucking age out of me, you're gonna die trying, bitch. Okay, I'll never tell you.
Oh, that's
Interesting.
exciting. So you think you'll see him again?
Yeah, I definitely think I'll see him again. Not a big texter though, which is interesting because of the
That's
lifestyle.
good.
No, I
Yeah.
don't mind that either. It's more like trying to like how does the relationship progress when I am so busy, you know?
Yeah.
What about because as you guys famously know on the pod, Brian, my boyfriend, is horrible at texting. And when we were first dating, I thought he wanted me dead. And it turns out what he loves is a phone call. He would just start calling me and I'd be like, hey. And then we just like chat for a bit and then hang up.
Wait,
Interesting.
and how is Brian?
He's actually amazing. He's shooting a movie in Ireland.
Fuck yeah. And how many years has that been now?
Isn't that crazy? It's been 5 years.
Okay, well, I just want to commend you because to sustain a relationship that long is something to be celebrated and to still be
Yeah.
in love.
Thank you so much. We've had some really difficult times.
Yeah.
But it's that thing where I'm just like, but you're the best. Like, he really gives husband energy. Like, he's just such a good person, such a mensch. And he loves life the same way I do. So that's important to me.
Yeah, and that is one thing I love about you. Yeah, this bitch has got the joie de vivre.
That's so nice. Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. It's
Yeah.
funny. When I met him, though, I definitely feel like, yeah, it took us a while to get together, and he definitely didn't have his life in order. And now he's like finally, like he just moved in finally, 5 years in. So we're getting it all together.
Wait, but
Yeah.
you famously like have all like used to love to live with men. right?
You still love to live with men, right? Yes or no?
I've lived with
I've
one
never
other
lived
boyfriend.
with a man, and I do find it like terrifying because I'm such like a I need a lot of alone time, and I think I'm gonna have to be so rich to have a gigantic home to allow a man to have his own wing or something.
Yeah, I actually completely agree. I lived with an ex-boyfriend and I really regretted it, which is why I waited so long with Brian.
I remember that because that's when I met you. I remember having conversations with you about this.
Yeah. Oh
My
God,
God, that was crazy. Like,
Speaking
it's
of
one of those things.
Speaking of mattress on the floor.
We literally had a mattress on the floor together. I mean, I actually can't. Like, when I think, I was like, what was I just wasn't thinking. It's actually, it's every cliche is true.
Yeah,
When
that's
you're,
very
like,
John
26
and
and your
Yoko.
brain. Exactly. It was so that. But
It's
yeah, I
like
guess we got together when I was like 24. So it's like, yeah, I
Right.
wasn't thinking at
Yeah.
all. TBT. But Brian's good. Thank you for asking.
Love to hear it. It's
Her
truly.
flight was awful. Thanks for asking.
Was it really?
My flight.
No, that's just a
was
Taylor lyric.
Awful. Thanks
Oh.
for asking.
Shit.
Yeah,
missed
and we
it.
want to get married, on New Year's Eve. So everyone save New Year's Eve for the next few years. I'm not sure what year. We'll see.
It's very you guys to get married on New Year's Eve.
I think it'd be so fun. Lately, I want to do it in Texas and go back to my roots.
Yeah.
Like
We'll see.
outdoors with like twinkle lights and stuff.
Yeah.
That's your
Yeah.
version of going back to like out of town to film your special.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm sorry, I'm
Wait,
not being
Blair,
funny.
what are your favorite random cities to perform in? Because, like, you know what I mean? Like,
You're
what do you
hilarious.
say?
No, I'm not being.
What's wrong? What's wrong, Pat? Because I said I could tell you were floated.
No, I'm just not being funny. Like my brain isn't firing.
That's okay.
firing to
You're
me.
you're enough, Pat. You're
Yeah, and
goddamn
we're also
enough,
just, like,
bitch.
We're with family. We're just having a casual kiki catching
We're
up
just
with our
catching
girl.
up.
I know. I know.
What are my favorite random cities? Like, gosh, this is gonna sound really heterosexual of me, but like I love Denver for comedy.
yeah.
We had the best time at the what's it called?
Comedy Works.
Comedy Works.
Comedy
that
Works.
club's incredible. Top 3 in the country.
Did you stay in that crazy loft?
Yeah.
And did you eat snarfs in that loft?
You know what? I've stayed in that loft so many times, and it is like for a comedy condo, it's like probably as nice as it gets, but it doesn't matter how nice a comedy condo is. Like I don't want to. All I can think about is I know what my peers have done here, and I don't want to be in here. It doesn't matter.
Oh my God.
Like
It was, I mean, imagine me I walked
Yeah.
in there. It was a like a blizzard, middle of the night. I turned the lights on. There's a fucking blow up clown a night.
Yeah.
I'm like, what? I was shook to my core, and I could tell the sheets. But once again, it is very nice, and I am very grateful I got to stay there.
Same. I love you, Denver Comedy Works. Thank you so much. Incredible club, best club in the world. Love your cheese sticks as well. But
yeah, it's such a great. Because I don't normally do clubs, but Pat and I did shows there, and I was like blown away by how much fun it was.
Yeah, and look, I envy you that you get to say things like I don't really do clubs. Yes, I do. I really do, deep in my
Really?
soul. But that's
I
just not
really think
happened for me.
I
That's
really
just
think
not where I
there's
ended
pros,
up.
but I sometimes envy you. I feel like there's really pros and cons to both.
Yeah, and I think that it's like so grass is greener because anyone who does clubs all the time, like even when I take Lisa at the Cellar posting, I'm like, why am I not like always doing?
I know. I'm like,
Cellar?
should I try and do that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Well,
somebody just made a sad
those
story. They got
places are really cool, like fun. Like you can't help it when there's that much like lore and legacy. Like
Yeah.
the Comedy Store, it's just so much fun. I never knew that was even gonna happen. That was gonna be like a direction I took, but I love it. And like I think the Comedy Cellar is probably the same way compared to just like a random club, you know.
I have an amazing sentence
Yeah.
to say, which is that one time Julia Fox asked me if I do the Cellar a lot, and I said no, and she was visibly like didn't respect
When
me.
did you meet Julia Fox?
Over Zoom, of course.
I love Julia Fox. Like I'm just so fascinated by her. Like I have this obsession with her. I think because it came from such a male like family, like straight male family. I'm like obsessed with this freaky ass militant feminist
Yeah. Did you read her
wild
book?
woman. Oh, you
The
know,
book
I
is
read her
so
book day
good.
one. The
Yeah.
day it came out, it was exceptional. I mean, this
Yeah.
one,
It
I
was
had
so good. I need more. I
no
need to put it
idea
down.
that she had such a crazy life.
I read it
know.
truly in one night. I was like holding
Me
my
too.
eyes open to finish it. I was like, this is so amazing. Actually, if you guys are listening and you have recs for other memoirs that you adore, please let me know because I'm always looking for good memoirs.
Demi
By
Moore's is
women.
really good.
Oh, speaking of, did she touch
Yeah.
on when we went to her birthday? It's on my list.
Wait, I didn't know that that's who you were talking about. I was like, what are they saying about Demi? I literally forgot.
And that's when you know the
Someone
joke
once
is
told me
good.
that when Demi,
I
like, what
I
are they
told
talking
you.
about?
I
Like,
have
you-
I told you I have extremely old age, but I would never tell any of you. You'll fucking pry it out of my cold dead hands.
You're not
But
in old age.
It causes me to be forgetful, along with the wheat gummies and Celcius. So I'm holding on for dear life over here. But I am taking
you
my
get both?
NAD supplements.
NAD plus.
Also because TikTok told me to.
Oh my god, a psychic told me to take that.
One time when someone told me that Demi Moore, when
But
she
I
was
don't.
filming something when she was young, she lived on the west side and she would run 20 miles every day to the studio for shooting, and
No way.
someone would like drive alongside her and like I guess bring her clothes and give her water and stuff.
Aren't you glad we
What
don't live
the
in that
fuck?
era anymore? Oh, that sounds horrible.
I would love that era.
20 miles?
Yeah.
You would. You're a distance runner, not me, bitch. Drop me off right in front of the lot.
Wait,
No way.
Blair, do you do boat?
Boat? Oh, God. Of course, bitch. I'm shot up everywhere. Yeah.
Really? Because I was gonna say you look so good.
Thank you. It's a lot of Aquaphor and of course Botox. And then also I have recently started doing the retinol thing, and I always have a hat on, as you know, with a lot of sunscreen.
Yeah.
What kind of guy are you
everything.
looking for, Blair? Do you have it in mind, or you'll know it when you
Yeah.
see it?
I do have an idea in my mind, but then I'm also trying to leave it open for God to deliver me what's going to make me happiest that I
Yeah.
might not even
From
know of.
evil.
I know.
But I like a really smart person. I like an assertive, I like an alpha man who is very
Yes.
kind and emotionally intelligent
Yeah.
and fun.
Will you
But
be
just
sad?
makes me feel at ease.
Will you be sad if you end up single?
I don't think I'll end up single. I think
I
if
am-
I decide I don't want to be single, then I won't be single. But I just
Yeah.
And that's the vibe.
I have been extremely avoidant. I'm a very avoidant.
I think I need to start being more avoidant
I don't think
What?
you can just be that way.
No, I don't think
because I
so.
get too distracted. No matter what parameters I set up for myself, I get too distracted. My head runs away with me. I'm sick of
I
it.
think that
You're
happens with low dopamine.
romantic.
Like if you have low dopamine,
I
a
have
lot of
such-
it is just dopamine. Like you're looking for hits of dopamine, and
Yes, I am looking for.
How do
hits
you
of
get more dopamine? Because I'm sure I have low.
well, I think a big problem for all of us, and myself majorly included, 12,000 hours of screen time.
I
Just
know.
bludgeon myself with TikTok.
I want to
but-
see your algorithm so bad. Will you start sending me TikToks you like?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh my God, nothing makes me happy. Are you kidding
Okay,
me?
put me on your roster.
Oh yeah, well, it's like a lot of cooking. I'm super into chiropractor TikTok. I don't know how I ended up on that.
God.
It's nasty. I don't even see a chiropractor, and it's something so satisfying deep in my cells when I watch them just crack the shit out of people. Love
Yeah,
it.
God.
you know what? My back can't really crack.
You haven't seen Dr. Alex?
Do you think that's a symptom of low dopamine if your back can't really crack?
No. Oh, but the low dopamine thing, it's like you're not supposed to go on your phone for 2 hours when you wake.
I gotta do
because
that.
it
2
gives
hours.
you such
Honey, try
intense,
2 seconds.
It gives you such intense dopamine right away that the rest of the day you're at a deficit. And
Yeah.
I, of course,
Oh,
do
God.
that every single day.
I keep getting Instagram ads for something that's like a dopamine detox.
I know, but then I think they're just trying to monetize their evil, But
Of
then I'll probably
course.
buy it after 5 milligrams of a Camino gummy. So who knows?
Camino. That's the
When-
tin my brother gave me because he's obsessed with me trying gummies. And
When I
I'm
had
scared.
dinner with my new friend, she was like, she's been listening to the pod for years, and she was like, I I think she was saying that I'm the kind of person that like whenever someone mentions something on the pod, I'm like, should I do that? Should I do that? Like I'm always searching. And then like literally like an hour later reading dinner, and she mentioned transcendental meditation, and I was like, should I do that? And she was like, see, you just did the thing.
Yeah. Well, Pat, there is a place because of course that I am certified on Hillhurst. I did do it, one of my many certifications I racked up during the pandemic. Very odd kooky girl.
You're certified in what? You're certified in TM?
Yeah, I got that certificate. Yeah, I got many other certifications too.
Wait, what? Like what? Tell us.
I mean, I was just like locked in my LA apartment. Like you guys weren't on lockdown. Like lockdown and it lasted for like 2 years here. I got certified in. This is all online, mind you. So please bear that in mind. I got. I became a Reiki master.
Oh my god. Do you believe
I
in
got
that?
certified in breathwork. None of this with intention of literally using it with any other person outside of just like I love taking courses and learning. Like I love it.
Oh my god, the breathwork stuff is amazing.
Yeah, except breathwork's so hard. Like I did a private session with a practitioner the other day, and because like I never do it by myself because it's like I already work out and that's enough, and it's like I really feel like doing breathwork because it's so goddamn physical. You really have to be like in a warrior.
It hurts my hands.
Tetany. Yeah, because the CO2 in your body gets majorly jacked up and causes
Yeah, it hurts really bad.
Yeah, I mean, it won't hurt you or anything, but it is uncomfortable. Like, it's not like it because it feels like you're in some sort of life-threatening trauma response, but you're really not. It's okay.
Yeah.
Love.
Yeah.
Do you think Reiki is real, and should I do it?
I do think it's real. I think it also definitely depends on the person that you're going to. What is it? I don't really fucking know. Have I taken 40 hours of course about it? Yes.
Oh my god.
But it's basically distilled down to a Japanese life force energy, and I do think it's real. Like there are some really skilled practitioners, but I'm not going to be doing Reiki on anyone.
Yeah. And what was I gonna say? Oh, well, do you guys, dare I say this? Do you guys feel hot today?
Oh my god, is it already time?
It kind of is.
That went by so fast.
I know, that was crazy.
I want to see you guys soon. I love you.
I have to come to LA soon.
We live right close to each other.
Pat, is there some sort of problem with your phone? Do you not have my number?
I could ask you the same exact question.
There actually is a problem in his phone.
Yeah. I asked you the same exact question, bitch. I have dopamine.
Yeah, you're right.
I have low dopamine, okay? So I'm living with low dopamine.
And his back can't even crack.
Yeah. I know, you're right. His back can't even fucking crack. Look, yeah, you're right. I need to increase my dopamine by, I guess, sending you over a little text. Sending over a nice little text.
Yeah, send over a nice little text. I don't feel hot at all. I feel so bloated and so like not funny, and like I know I have like a series of things I have to do after this, and then I have to sit down and write. So it's like I know in each of the other things I'm having to do, like I'll be nervous that I won't do my writing. I just canceled on a thing that I think will help, but
I love canceling. Good for you. We should all cancel.
We should always cancel.
Yeah.
It's so happy when
it's so nourishing,
It's so happy. I don't feel hot yet. I have a bit of a headache, but I have to do my makeup right after this and get ready for my show, so I'm sure I will be looking hot shortly.
Oh, I want to see your show so bad. I haven't seen either of you perform in so long. I want to see both of you perform.
Yeah, I'm
right back at you, babes.
I've been taking a little break from stand-up for like a week, but I'm like because it's like I'm in the hacks room right now, and I'm trying to write like prose, like I'm working on a book. So I'm like, if I'm doing stand-up, I won't. I'm just like really learning what it's going to take for me to have to try to write a book while I'm in a writer's room, and it's like it's so difficult.
Oh, I can't imagine. I'm like that too. It's like hard to like if I'm doing a writing project, I have to take a little bit off stand up. I can't multitask like that.
I know that I can't log off at 5 and do something and then try to write out. It's like and I can't do that much before. It's like it's been so tricky trying to figure out like the situation that ends in me like
getting off of a 7-hour Zoom and then trying to write humor essays. You know what I mean?
Totally.
But I think I'm like cracking the code bit by bit. But I just have to be like really disciplined. But it's hard, and I'm also obviously really convinced what I'm writing is really bad. So it's like I have to be like so disciplined about like not evaluating it as I'm doing it, and that's really hard. And yeah, but I will do certain shows. Like there's certain shows I of course would say yes to, which of course include the Blair and Credit show.
Oh, that's great to know. Okay, love it. What an honor. Yeah, I think if you just keep up with those Arctic vibes, even though I will never touch one with a 10-foot pole, you're gonna finish that with flying colors. And also, what writer that is good, it like looks at what they wrote and is like, this is fucking awesome.
I know, and also
only psychos think that. Only untalented psychos think that.
I just have to be, I have to be profoundly like deep in my bones, okay and accepting of the fact that I might write a bad book, or else I won't write one.
You're not going to write a bad book.
You're not going to write a bad book.
That's of course the response that like you have to give and like whatever. But I to sit down, I have to be okay with the possibility that like it's not something I'll be happy with. But like otherwise, because there's no way to be sure it'll be good. And so like the possibility of what you're doing being bad will fully stop you from doing anything. So like I just have to like
that's true.
Down every time be like, I will not die if I write a book and it's bad.
I will not die with it still inside me.
Yeah.
Well,
that's what he literally said.
I got I can't believe this is real, but I do hold an MFA in fiction writing.
Really?
And yeah, that's how I moved to New York. I didn't go there to be a comedian.
I forgot that about you.
Oh my God.
About me. I forget about
your lore. Your lore, babe.
I know, but like when I was in that program, I was like, this wasn't just in my head. Like this was real. I was like, oh, I'm the worst writer in this program. Like just not even putting myself down. It's just the other people were so good that I was just like crippled. It was horrifying each moment, like having to show my writing and like be involved with these people. And one of my friends from home, like not involved with the writing, I was like telling her, like, I was like, God, this is really testing like my confidence and will. And she's like, you know what good writing is? It's being entertained. And it was put in such a simple way. And I was like, oh, I can entertain.
Yeah.
And so can you. You can entertain. Yes, you're entertaining as fuck. So
I can't let it try to be like important or like I can't be like try to be insightful in like a sweaty way, like an effort labored like this. I'm saying something, you know, it's like I have to be making myself laugh a little bit.
Just be true, which will naturally be funny.
Just be true as fuck, bitch.
Just be true, you guys. Now, do y'all have a crush of the week? I have one.
Wow. Okay, what's yours?
Okay. You know, it's a song I've heard this song before, and I've listened to it before, and it came out a while ago. But I listened to it the other day, and now I've actually had it on repeat for the past 48 hours. Night Shift by Lucy Dacus. You've probably heard it, of course.
Yeah.
But the more, it's like a song, the more I listen to it, the more I like it, which is so rare.
It's so special,
She's just so good. It's so good. The lyrics, the melody, it's just like major. Thank you, Lucy.
My crush of the week, I will say, is Juliet Whitaker. She's a Stanford athlete who is competing in Paris at the Olympics, and she just made it through. She just like has a special something that I always root for her, like throughout the collegiate season. And she had a really good collegiate season this year, winning indoors and outdoor national titles in both kind of upsets, I will say, even though like not huge upsets, but like micro upsets. And then it was a pretty big upset that she made the team, and then she made the semi. So like we'll see. She has her semi today, so we'll see like does she make it through the final. That would be huge. Like I don't think she will, because it's really hard to make an 800 final on that global level because there's only like 8 or 9 spots. But you never know when someone might surprise you.
You never know. And I love an underdog story. Yeah.
That's
good.
She's electric because she was part of like a dynamic duo. Like there was 2 of the fastest 800 high school runners ever, like 3 years ago, and then they looked straight into camera and said, "We're both going to Stanford to train together and be teammates and have our lives taped." Just kidding. And then like their first indoor nationals as frosh phenoms at Stanford, Roisin, her other one, like her friend, won and she got second. And then outdoors, like Roisin she didn't even make the outdoor national meet because she tried to go in the 15 instead of the 800. And it just, I don't know, it didn't work out, I guess. And Roisin, her friend, suffered from bouts of insomnia, resulting in her getting about 5th place at nationals. And then
God. I could never do the 800. I've had insomnia for my whole life.
And then indoors, Julia finally like came back into form and like won over this girl, Michaela Rose, who I also really love from LSU. And then outdoors, it was like, okay, well, like Michaela Rose probably will win this. But then Julia and Roisin came back better than ever and went 1-2 at outdoor nationals. And then Juliet shocked the world by making the U.S. Olympic team at 800, which we have a really good 800 group. So it was kind of surprising to have this collegiate make it. And then she ran like an absolute pro beyond her years to make the semis. So that's where Juliet is now.
Sorry. I have to go to my show.
Oh, sorry.
No, I'm sorry that I was on my phone. I was just letting someone know. Letting someone know something. But that's amazing. And Blair, who's your crush of the week?
Wow, I'm all caught up. Thank you. Who's my crush of the week? I guess my crush of the week, probably Eddie Pepitone. I saw him. He really makes me laugh more than just like
You
anyone
love him.
He's my favorite. He's my favorite.
I feel like I always
comedian of
associate
all
whenever I
time.
think of him, whenever I see his name, I think of you.
I don't know
Talk
who that is.
more than like anyone I've ever talked about on earth. But maybe also my crush is the man from Dantanas last night.
Yeah.
Oh, that's exciting
Yeah.
on both fronts. Great.
Yeah. And my also crush is probably Alkafor. And maybe Muscle Milk Zero also.
My also crush.
I didn't know about
That's very
Muscle Milk
secret
Zero.
coded.
I'll
My
have to
also
look
Only
into
100
it.
calories, 20
Wow.
grams.
I never knew about that.
That sounds good. And it tastes like a fucking milkshake.
It does,
know.
yeah.
What were you saying, Pat?
I just said I didn't know about Muscle Milk Zero. When a drink comes
Wow.
out with zero, it's always
it's
exciting to
incredible.
give it a
It
shot
just-
and see.
I want to cut the ribbon for the next drink that announces their zero. I want to unwrap the drink. That'd be so exciting.
Yeah.
Are y'all mad at me that I have to go to my show?
No,
No,
you're mad at me
we're
that I've been kind of like
certainly-
bloated and like a loser this whole time.
You're
No.
not a loser, even if you are bloated, which you are.
Are you
And I won't
mad
take that
at
away
me
from you.
that I am wearing a actual physical menstrual pad right now?
You know, I couldn't ever picture you any other
That's
way.
awesome.
I told my
I'm-
mom
no,
that,
I-
and she said, "That's disgusting. Wear a tampon,
Oh my
bitch."
god, grow up.
It's natural.
Yeah.
I want to have a cheesecloth wadded up in my panties like an old-timey maiden, bitch.
Tell your mom
Um,
that.
And tell your mom that. And tell them to support you. And tell them I say to support you more.
I will tell her.
They're crazy not to support you. You're a star. I'm so happy to see you.
Stars, I love you so much.
Thank you for coming on. We'll see you in LA, and everyone go check out Blair's special when it drops on YouTube. It'll when you're listening to this, it'll already be up on there.
It'll be dropping
And,
Thursday, 2 days after this.
Oh, great! 2 days after this, and just one of the funniest in the game, one of the funniest to ever do it,
thank
and
you.
gorgeous to boot. So it doesn't hurt.
Does it love?
Thank you so much. Are y'all mad at me? I forgot. Oh no, we already covered that. Okay. Thank you so
All right,
Love you
much.
guys.
When the heart breaks,
Love you,
don't break
queen.
even.
Your
When the heart
stars.
breaks, it don't break even.
Seek treatment if you're boring as